Hi everyone, this is another mini update on the budget and the impact of it on our investors. So I actually want to congratulate all my existing clients and my new clients. Quite a few years I've been talking about using best policies to your advantage and try and ignore policies that will not last forever because they are flawed policies. So one of the recent budget update from the treasurer talks about change in negative gearing rules around existing properties, and I think it's quite significant to understand, and this is a point that I've been saying for many years, that holding on to a loss-making asset is never going to be a great wealth creation strategy. I've got people who have come to me whilst holding dead assets worth millions and millions of dollars only for the sake of negative gearing. The properties have not grown in wealth, properties have not grown in rental yields, all they're doing is bleeding money. But because you are mid or high income group, you have decided to go down that path so that you can recover some losses from the ATO. Now, I was never in favor of negative gearing policy. I think this budget in some shape and form puts things into right perspective. And if you're serious about wealth creation through property investing, then forget negative gearing. Start using structures, whether it's company or trust. What's the most favorable around your situation? Every single client that we have worked with in last 3 years, and I'm talking about thousands of Aussie families like you who is listening to this video, we have always guided you in the right direction, in your best interest, using the best lending policy, and also giving you awareness about policies that are short-sighted, that are flawed, and possibly does not really give you any necessary mileage. As a matter of fact, they only cut short your investment journey. Negative gearing was one such policy that has killed the investment dreams for many Aussie families by miles. So instead of 5 properties, you would cut down your journey to 2 properties. If you could have gone to 10 properties, you would possibly end up at 4 properties. And I'm not trying to feed any greed here, but I'm talking about a responsible way of managing your finances. That's include responsible lending, understanding critical policies, and also having a realization about the policies that have been designed by politicians or whosoever. But if they are flawed by design, then they are not going to last forever. And you need to really understand the long-term impact of these policies. Problem that I see with most of us is we want to take a quick, short-term, myopic view of the world, and we want to get down the path of greed, which means, and negative gearing was one of that, which means you actually end up investing your money in an asset that's not going to grow, that's going to bleed, and you think it's a great idea to get 30 cents back on every dollar loss that you make. I think that was a very foolish or a stupid idea. Hopefully this budget gives you that perspective that a flawed policy will not last and does not give you great outcome. So guys, I thank every single customer or client of mine that has been with us for last 3 years. I think you have been on the right side of the policies. We have tried our best to give you the right advice. And to all the new customers that are going to us, please reach out and speak to our existing customers to understand how detailed we are in terms of our understanding of banking policies, accounting policies, etc., and how we keep you on the right side of the law, which means we help you fulfill your goals much better than anyone else and in possibly the most efficient and optimized way. Some of the classic case studies that we have seen in our clients, people who had come down to us possibly could only get to 2 or 3 properties, are right now sitting on 6 or 7 properties by doing everything right by the policies. Now this is critical to understand, and it's very important for you to differentiate the policies that are designed for greed and will cut short your investment journey, and the other policies that are designed by law, rightfully so, and they've existed for hundreds of years across countries, and they would work if you use them wisely. And do understand, banking is always a cyclical thing. Every single bank goes through its own journey. Right now you are seeing a lot of tightening around company and trust lending. Does not necessarily mean that's end of the world. You still have plenty of opportunities. It's about staying in the game. When you go down the path of negative gearing or personal borrowing, you're actually kicking yourself outside of the game. Whatever opportunities, whatever lenders exist today who allow you to buy and borrow in companies or trust are the operators that you need to use them. And as the policy scenario will change over the years, things possibly will ease out a bit. You can always come back to primary lenders. And yet I'm here telling you there are still quite a few primary lenders who still allow borrowing in trust and companies. Yes, they have all tightened their rules. Does not mean it's end of the world. Reach out to us for right guidance. That's the only thing I can say. Don't reach out to us for quick short-term band-aid solutions or quick results. We are not in that game. We are here about your 5 to 10 years of journey. We want to see how we can help you multiply your ability to deal with banks, whether you are a business owner, you are a property investor, or you want to start something on your own. We are all about banking, We are not brokers. We are not resi brokers. We are bankers, and we are very proud of what we do and how much do we know the subject. Reach out if this makes sense to you, and let's have a conversation. Talk soon.